How's everybody doing today? All right, let's get going. So, from yesterday, let's see where we left off. We had three potential directions that we could take this into. For a quick sort of recap on where we are, I'm basically building this bookmark tool for Twitter. Bookmarks are what people use to come back to a given tweet later for whatever reason. There could be a bunch of reasons. Maybe you just want to read it later. Maybe it's got some sort of insight about growing a startup. Maybe it's a story about how you can grow an audience, write better content, do SEO, whatever it is. You want to come back to those tweets later, but it's incredibly difficult to do that using Twitter itself. And so this is a tool that makes it easier for you to resurface tweets around a given topic. And that's actually the direction that I was kind of leaning towards starting off. And then, there are a bunch of other directions that we could take it. So becoming a source of truth for all evergreen content on Twitter. This is like a bigger version of the same idea where it's more like not a one-time thing, but a continuous thing where, you're managing your bookmarks through this tool. Another is making it sort of like a search engine for your bookmarks. And I think like the idea I'm kind of leaning towards is probably a mashup of these two concepts. It's like this idea of a search engine, very useful. I would want something like that, as well as like categorization for its own sake. So this idea that you could categorize a bunch of tweets, related to your bookmarks, and yeah, I mean just sort of use it as like a way for you to sift through things quickly. So it's a tool for sifting through your bookmarks quickly. That's essentially what it is. It's essentially conceptually, it's like a search engine. That's basically what it is. So yeah. Anyway, the goal from today's stream is to kind of design what the interface has got to look like. I mean, I do have like a basic one that I kind of put together just to visualize what we're dealing with here, and this is just based off like a static export of my bookmarks, a JSON file that I got. Probably push up the episode for that later. But yeah, I mean, it kind of shows you like these are custom categories that I'd made, but this could work with automatically generated categories too. So you're not looking at an empty screen when you first start. And I think it would be super interesting to allow users to create their own categories. So if you're interested in a particular topic, not covered by any of these categories, then we should be able to add it somehow. Anyway, don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Let's see if we can pull up the notes here. All right, so we got our trusty notepad here, and let's see. What are we gonna do? So I'm thinking like, okay, so the goal, let's start there, right? What's the goal? The goal is categorization, divide and conquer, right? That's divide and conquer. That's the core philosophy behind this idea. You divide your tens, hundreds, maybe even thousand tweets plus into categories that you are interested in. So you divide and you conquer. So the core sort of idea is, or the core problem, I have too many tweets. Where are we at? All right, so the problem is I have too many bookmarks, and reviewing them in Twitter is impossible. Right. seems like a good problem. Reviewing them through Twitter is impossible, and I want to surface just the ones I'm interested in. Searching is hard, or actually, I don't even think it's possible. You can't you can't search your bookmarks through Twitter. Let's just say that then. Can't search or export through Twitter. You can't search, you can't export through Twitter. Okay. I mean, these sound like very valid problems. Your goal is to divide and conquer, make it easy for people to, first of all, sort of observe all of their bookmarks, and then number two, to be able to actually find bookmarks related to specific things that they're interested in. Cool. Yeah, this is good. Um, what now? I'm thinking like there are probably a bunch of different ways that we can do this in terms of like actually coming up with a solution. But the most obvious thing that strikes me would be actually before that. So, what's the solution? The solution is going to be categorize. So first off, you got to import them. Import categorize them automatically. God, my handwriting needs work. All right, I'm gonna try and make the handwriting a little bit more legible here for you. And really, it's for me because this is supposed to do like automatic uh, handwriting recognition, but I think it's going to suffer with this. So import bookmarks, categorize them, and allow search, support search. Yeah, I think those are like the core features. Um, import, categorize, and search. Yeah, seems simple enough. And yeah, I think that's pretty simple. The idea that I had earlier, or like the initial idea that we were going with, was one where you have like the categories off to the side, and you just list like all of the categories, and then you would have like headers, and then like all of the tweets underneath each one, and then like another header, and then the tweets underneath each, everything there. I suppose what you could do is also add like do a search. Uh, you do like a search on the top. Maybe you could do that. Or you could almost make search like a category. You're trying to come up with another category. So whenever you want to do a search, like you're essentially just adding a category over here, and it gets added to this list. And for each one of these, like you could remove them if you like. And obviously, like this state would need to persist. So when you reload the page, you'd be able to see like the same set of categories. Yeah. And maybe just as like a bonus, allow people to export tweets. And this could just be like JSON or CSV. I need to stop doing that. So export So do a JSON or a CSV export, and yeah, you'd be able to do that. The other way of going about doing this is like probably the more traditional, like dashboardy type of. So this is the first one. And the other approach would be to say, all right, you would have like a maybe a search bar at the very top, something like that, and then it would just show you the results down here. So it's essentially like a search experience for your bookmarked tweets. Um, but at the same time, you would probably still need to have categories because this would require too much upfront work, right? I mean, you're going to have people connect their Twitter accounts, and then they would still need to could connect to your Twitter account, but you'd still need to do work to be able to actually see anything that's useful. Um, yeah, so I don't know about that. Doesn't seem as useful to me. Cool. Yeah, I mean this sounds pretty good. Like as a starting point, um, I think it'd be helpful, and this would be kind of similar to what we were looking at here, right? It would be kind of similar to this. We would just add like a category at the bottom where you can like add your own category, and maybe you need to have the ability to sync additional tweets. But I think that's unnecessary initially, and it introduces like a lot of complexity. I don't need to worry about that right now. We could do we could push that out till later. Okay. And then in terms of pricing, I'm trying to think like what price would be meaningful to charge. What what would it make sense to charge? Um, okay, I'm not gonna tolerate any crappy handwriting anymore. That's better. Pricing. So if we're going to consider like one-time pricing, which honestly like probably makes more sense since you're going to get value like one time. I know if you're going to do like custom categories, it's probably going to be um, more of something that you would pay multiple times for. But unless we're going to support syncing up front, I don't think it makes sense to charge like a subscription type fee. So I would avoid subscription. Avoid subscription fees unless you add support for the ability to sync with Twitter, which I'm not going to do up front, right? So it is going to be a one-time fee. And I suppose here, like, you're basically making it up as you go along. I would probably just charge 29 a month. Wait, what? I just said it was not going to be a subscription fee. 29 bucks one time. 29 bucks. It seems pretty good. Like, yeah, why not? $29 one-time fee, gives you lifetime access. Seems fantastic. And maybe you could actually set it up so that, it's 49 scratched 29, so you're getting like 50% off early discount, right? That's a trick that everybody uses. Cool, cool, cool. I like it. It's coming together, slowly but surely coming together. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. This feels good. It feels like we have a strong direction, strong product direction. It kind of gives me confidence because honestly, I'll tell you, being completely honest here, I wasn't going to build this. Like I was thinking about this, kind of thinking it through. I tried it, with my own account, and I was like, man, this looks completely useless. Like I would not even use this crap. But with with this approach, it kind of seems to me like we could have a banger here. We could have a banger. Cool, 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 cool. All right. So the next question becomes, how do you build this with like the least amount of effort or as quickly as possible? That's really what you're trying to get after. How do you build this as quickly as possible? Um, right. Build this as quickly as possible. Okay. So I guess, this kind of wraps it up for the design discussion. That was super short, way shorter than, I thought it would end up being. We haven't done like the actual Figma stuff. So like, this was from yesterday. Like we have an idea of what the design is going to look like in wireframe format, right? But we haven't actually done like the real thing. So maybe we could just do that now. Maybe we could just do that. All right. Let's see if we can do that. Back after a quick bathroom break. Let's see, where were we? Where were we? What are we doing? Right, so Figma design. I mean, the way I kind of think about doing this is um, maybe before jumping into Figma, I'd want to use something like TL Draw. Just draw like the basic version of the UI, just so that, right, new page, Twitter, bookmarks, right? And then this doesn't need to be dark mode. Let's just switch to, how do you switch to light mode? Come on, guys, come on. How do you do this? File, view, preference. Okay, yeah. Dark mode, right? Okay, cool. So this is the initial version that I had, which is just like something like Twitter bookmarks, like a big heading at the top, and then you would have your categories here at the bottom. So this could be like um, this would be small, right? So startup growth. Yeah, maybe just copy paste it. Okay, and then we could just copy paste all of these, right? Okay, cool. So just take all of these and then align them here on the left side. It kind of seems like it would be too small. So this would probably be large. These guys here on the left hand side, and maybe it would require like a bit more explanation. So a cue, letting people know that, hey, these are categories. Yeah, just over there. I mean, it looks horrible. Let's be real here. That looks pretty horrible. But again, like this is just a wireframe. Cool. And then you have like the actual tweets themselves. I mean, I don't know what this is gonna look like, but we have the real thing, so we can just take that and paste it here to see for ourselves. Cool. Um, cool. So you're gonna have startup growth and strategies. Again, you're gonna have like a shaded background here or something to show that this is a group. And then you would have like the tweets themselves under here. Cool. And similarly, we'll have other tweets just kind of lined up one after the other here. Nice. Okay. All right. I mean, this seems like a decent. Well, obviously, we're also going to have the button that we were talking about. Uh, yeah, it's just going to be a rectangle right here. Um, just add category. And then when you hover over any one of these, you would have the option to remove it. So we can just have that maybe on hover. Um, yeah, you'd have the option to remove it on hover. Cool. I mean, I guess this kind of covers. Let's just space it out a little bit more. This feels super cramped. Okay, so move this over here. Yeah, I think this looks decent. And then you would have other categories, just kind of stacked down here at the bottom. So this would be the next category, just over here. Cool. Nice. Looks good. And you just lose the header because it's just taking up way too much space. All right, nice. Yeah, this would be the main page. I guess we could give a similar treatment to like um, so the first step obviously is going to be that you're going to have to sign in with your Twitter account. So let's go ahead and add that. So when you're going to be like sign in with Twitter. And yeah, I mean, here you could have like a big uh, Twitter bookmarks, whatever. That would be like a large thing. And then we'll need to have like some sort of subtitle or tagline. Okay, we'll put that in there. But really, you're gonna have that off the landing page. Like, I think it would actually make a lot of sense to go through like the actual copy for the landing page so that really we really nail the value proposition. Like, what's the actual benefit to users before you start building it? Yeah, yeah, let's do that. All right. So, what is that going to look like? I mean, I kind of feel like it's probably going to need, I don't know if it needs a video demo, possibly. I was looking at Mark Mark Liu, and the guy's doing amazing stuff. And he actually had a live stream of where he was building. Yeah, here it is. Like his live stream building an actual, um, an Zen voice. There it is. Yeah, yeah. This is the landing page. Looks pretty sick. And basically, like the way he actually started was not in some sort of sketching tool, but in Google Docs. So let's do that. Let's just head to Google Docs, um, and then just say, all right, Twitter bookmarks, something like that, right? And then talk about the same sort of issues that we were talking about. Uh, I'm not really sure like how best to approach this. Um, Let me pull up the uh, the notes that I had earlier. So maybe we should just start with that, right? The problem, uh, I have too many bookmarks. Reviewing them in Twitter is such a hassle. Well, specifically, it's overwhelming, right? Because there are too many, right? There are too many. It's going to be very difficult for you to review them, and then you can't search or export through Twitter bookmarks. Let me just verify this is actually the case. So I go to my Twitter and then click bookmarks. Is there a way to export? Nope. Clear all. Yeah, no way to export. It's just a feed. It's impossible to manage. Yeah, I think this is a pretty solid problem set. And our solution to that is solution. We import bookmarks via Twitter sign in, and then categorize, auto categorize. So you're not looking at a blank screen. We've automatically categorized them for you. Support search. Semantic search. And semantic search specifically means non-keyword search. So instead of searching by keywords, and I suppose like even if it was keyword search, it would probably be okay. But semantic search should be like a step up from keyword search. And the last one is like allow you to export CSV or JSON. Seems simple enough. There was an episode where Mark actually went through how they did the copy. Um, there's one where he did the copy. Yeah, copywriting. There it is. And it was with this guy, Nico, I think. Or, yeah. So, hero section, headline, subheadline, description, and CTA. Yeah, that seems like a really good format. So, hero, headline, subheadline, description, CTA. Well, hero is like the main section, right? So you have a headline, um, subheadline, description, subheadline, description, and then a CTA. These are the components of the hero. Catch people's attention. The goal is catch people's attention and help people understand the product. Okay, let's see. I mean, I'm trying to figure out like description. Okay. Hmm. I love the notifications that he added in. Uh, like those little notifications popping in from the top right. Beautiful. That's a lovely touch. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so you can see here that they're kind of working through all the different options. The idea here being that really what you want is generate as many as possible and then go through the process of sifting through them after that. Man, look at all the stuff that I did related to clustering and how you figure out like categories and how you can cluster categories. It's a nightmare. Um, delete group. Is there a way to just close the whole group? Whatever. Okay. Right. So hero, catch attention, help people understand the product. We need headlines. Let's do that. Give me an idea of headlines. So again, like coming back to where are my notes? Let's focus on the problem. I have too many bookmarks. And the idea with bookmarks specifically is that, bookmarks, it's not a problem that you have too many. It's that you want to get back to them. They're valuable. I don't want to forget or neglect them. So they are actually valuable. So maybe you can play on the fact that they're valuable, like they're useful, they're important. You bookmark them for a reason, and it's almost like your own little treasure, right? The fact that you curated them and you found them um, means that they're very important to you. So, uh, nice, nice. That's a good point. So maybe I'm just going to put stupid ones here, and then maybe we'll get to something that's actually good. Don't neglect your bookmarks. The best parts of Twitter are already in your bookmarks. Unlock them. Valuable insights locked. Today is the day. something like that, because people put off reviewing bookmarks because there are so many. And today is the day. That kind of tells you that you can immediately um, unlock access, unlock the wisdom, bookmarked tweets. These are so bad. I'm just gonna keep going. All right, the best of Twitter now accessible to you. What? I don't even know what I'm writing. But the idea is just to keep writing, and then as you write more, probably get someplace. So insights from the best parts of Twitter now unlocked. Let's go back to the pain, right? The problem. I have too many bookmarks. Reviewing them on Twitter is impossible. I can't search or export. The problem that we have here. So the you've already bookmarked the best of Twitter. Now unlock it. Something like that. That's the kind of vibe, right? The idea, it's playing on this idea that you already have a treasure trove. Mm. Again, focus on the problem. Can't search, export bookmarks through Twitter. So bookmarks are valuable. Why are bookmarks valuable? Bookmarks are valuable because you curated them. So let me just dig into this. Why are bookmarks valuable? You curated them. It's like you invested all the time invested in Twitter goes towards, I mean, essentially like goes towards bookmarking tweets. It's the culmination or output of all the time you spend on Twitter. Think about it, right? I mean, you're saving them. So you're saving the best parts of Twitter. Um, best parts. Twitter for you, right? Mm, right, right, right. Okay. All right. All right. This is good. This is good. Let's keep going. Uh, Catch attention and help understand the product. So if I was trying to make like the most boring headline possible, I would just say specifically what it does, which is auto um, go through all your Twitter bookmarks effortlessly. And the way you do that is by auto categorizing them. Find the Twitter bookmarks you want, you need, right? Effortlessly. Okay. I kind of feel like I've got never send an invoice. Yeah, I mean they're kind of playing on this idea that never lose a valuable bookmark again. The advice you need is already surface. I don't know. I feel like it's getting worse. It's actually getting worse. That's what's going on. Not better. Maybe I'm really itching to feed all this into ChatGPT and have it come up with like a proper headline. Um, Auto categorization using GPT-4, sports semantic search, export. Cool. All right, let's do it. Let's give in. I mean, I feel like we got a good list here. None of it is actually good, but we do have a list. So let's help me come up with hero headlines for the hero section of. And maybe I can ask it to use specific techniques. There's Gary Halbert, which incidentally I just saw here. Halbert, there it is. Highest paid copywriter in history with legendary sales letters generating over $1 billion in revenue. Man, that's such a good written. That's such a well written tweet right there. Why are we getting these weird symbols, these HTML entities? Need to look into that. Anyway, and Gary Halbert. I think he wrote the boron letters, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, create an idea capture system. Timeless copywriting tweets. What? Now taking back orders. Okay, cool. All right. I'm not gonna. Let's just start general, and then we can kind of have it do specific things later. All right. Let's go. Elevate your Twitter game. Ah, that's genius. But it's not really your Twitter game that you're trying to elevate. Give me 10 more. Dial the creativity up to 10 and focus on the power of your Twitter bookmarks unleashed. Don't just bookmark, explore. The ultimate tool for Twitter enthusiasts. Your Twitter bookmarks supercharged. Okay, I like that. Beyond bookmarking. Whoa, okay. Beyond bookmarks. Okay, from overwhelmed to organized. That's a nice one. I like this. I'm gonna take that down, yo. So let's put that here. I like that. From overwhelmed to organized. Twilight for bookmark chaos. Dawn of seamless Twitter and light. Wow, okay, that's a bit over the top. Bookmarks Reborn. Twitter's wisdom, your library. From bookmark jungle to Zen garden. Cultivate your Twitter oasis. Yeah, not feeling it. Not feeling it. None of those really dial it up even further. I don't know about that. Bookmark alchemy, transferring your Twitter collections into gold. Bookmark symphony. So maybe focus on this idea that bookmarks are useless unless actually applied. Um, they're useless unless you actually act on them, apply or act on them. So the benefits, this tool lets you do that. Okay, what other benefits would there be? Yeah, I think that's the core thing. Is like it lets you act on them. It lets you benefit from them because you could bookmark all day long, unless you actually reflect on them, they're useless. So that's really the sort of core point here. Um, Give me 10 more. Consider the key points. This is nice. Transform bookmark clutter into clarity. I mean, that's a good one. Turn Twitter chaos into order. That's kind of good. I mean, it's not fantastic, but there's something in there. There's something in there. This is good. Overwhelmed to overjoyed. Um, Yeah. I like the rhyming going on there. Overwhelmed to overjoyed. Twitter bookmarks optimized. I mean, that sounds pretty up in the air, right? Your curated Twitter accessible and applied. Okay, so these are the ones I liked most. Give me 10 more. Bookmark mayhem to mastery. I love it. Ooh, I like this. We're getting there, boys. We're getting there. I like this one a lot. Turn bookmark tangle into triumph. Twitter beautifully organized. And not necessarily Twitter, Twitter bookmarks. Okay. Harmony. Curate your Twitter refuge. I feel like it's overly dramatic. It's a little bit over the top, right? Uh, bookmark Twitter as a whole. It's just the bookmarks thing. So I don't want to oversell, right? You want to be very clear on what the thing does, right? This is nice. A cathedral, I don't know. Like not really feeling the Christian vibes over there, but the idea is pretty nice. Confusion to cathedral. Construct your Twitter sanctuary. It's got something there. Bookmark clutter into clarity. Paint your Twitter masterpiece. I want to focus um, on the acting bit. The fact that you can surface insights and benefit from them. Maybe actually like go aggressive on the fact that bookmarks are useless unless you act on them. I don't know if I would put that in the header. I think it would make a killer sort of feature section where you really dig deep into like this specific idea. Make it provocative. Oh, that's nice. Bookmarks aren't just for keeping. It's time to act. Oh, beautiful. I'm loving this. Boys, I'm loving this. I mean, there's just something about this that really makes it really jumps at me. And it's probably not going to be a headline, but actually maybe it would be a headline. Why not, right? Your bookmarks unleashed make every tweet. Boys, I mean, wow. This is really getting at the core point, right? Core point. Now, I do bookmarks more like hidden level dig in. This is funny. Transform bookmarks from saved to savvy. Oh, this is nice. Don't just save the bookmark sleeping thing too. I mean, boys, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is really, really good. Okay, I'm loving this. I mean, I feel like we're really getting somewhere here. And yeah, maybe like some combination of these or maybe one of these would be amazing. And I think the sort of productive way to move ahead would be to pick one of them and go through like the rest of these, and then we could, we could kind of work on the remaining sections. But let's see what they're doing here. Problem, agitate, solution. He keeps mentioning that. Let's see if we can get that. I'm going to start another one here. Landing page copy for a Twitter bookmark organizing tool. Context. Okay. Let's see what it comes up with. Huh. I like this. These aren't just any tweets, they're the culmination of your time and interests on Twitter. Whoa, okay. I'm digging this. This is it, boys. Rediscover the treasures you saved. I like that. Yeah, this is cool. This is nice.
text because we read if it's interesting enough, but don't put too many chunks of text next to each other. So the problem I had with the first version of Maker's Guide is that everything was text. It was like really boring, lots of text. So then that's why I ended up making things more visual. But I think in your case, can either I think it's okay to write, but I think for this project that would be a good opportunity for a with without because you can make a clear comparison. So that would be like with then invoice, then it's like each invoice is free or something. Like invoice 1 cost 0.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. This is good. This is good. How it works. And then like a video in 3 minutes. This is really nice.
Hey, this is Mark.
1,300 views. Some quotes here and there. Yep, the price, didn't he? It was like 49. Oh, unlimited Stripe accounts. Okay. FAQs, right? Okay, cool. This is amazing. I think this format for landing page is super. Although I'm not even sure that this actually worked for him, right? How do you even know? That's the big question. You don't know. You don't know that this actually worked for Stream Health is excellent. Okay, that's good to know. You don't even know that this actually worked for our man Mark. So maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Who knows? Anyway, but it does make sense, and I feel like this is actually something that you want to do. Cool. So maybe we should get to the point where we actually come up with something instead of just continuously blabbing on. Cool. So headline, focus on blah blah, explain what it does, and then just let me see if this last one. How can I best communicate? Use striking imagery, problem section. Oh God, not another stock image. Dark blues or reds. Yeah, makes sense. Um, all right, I'm gonna take a quick break to make a cup of tea, and then we'll be right back. let's see. Where are we at? Oh, so let's keep going. Bookmarks aren't just for keeping; it's time to act on them. Your bookmarks unleashed. Seize them, use them. Yeah, I mean, I like this, but it's kind of vague. This too, same problem. Um, overflow to oasis. Tangled to triumph. Okay. I mean, that kind of focuses more on like the mechanics. So, you're organizing them. So that's good. Uh, it doesn't talk about the benefits, which come when you actually use them. Um, this is good too for the same reason. It's like the organization bit. Transform bookmark clutter into clarity. I like this. Like without the your Twitter reimagined. I like that just on its own. That's probably the best one so far. Yeah. Okay. That's probably the one I'm gonna go with. And then subheadline, trying to find an old bookmark. Hover effects reveal more information or sort animation that brings the agitation point to life. That would essentially be like the maybe like an infinite scroll of tweets, and yeah, that would highlight the problem more. Cool. All right. Yeah, I should stop just stalking his website and focusing on like the task at hand. Um, yeah, I mean, all of these are like illustration based and they're going to take forever. I'm going to put text and then we can figure out like how best to illustrate that later. So for subheadline, transform bookmark clutter into clarity, it should explain what it actually does. So um, write a subheadline. That's what I'll ask it to do. Where's the last one I have? Okay, write a subheadline for. Let's just pick the one that I actually liked. It should explain. Actually, maybe I shouldn't tell it. Cool. Um, import, categorize, and search Twitter bookmarks with power of GPT-4. Yeah. Import, categorize, and search your Twitter bookmarks with the power of GPT-4. Yeah, I think that kind of gets at the heart of it. Um, description and CTA. Some of these he hasn't actually done, right? Zen voice. Like he says, self-serve invoices for your customers, but that's not actually mentioned anywhere, right? Let your customers generate, edit, and download Stripe invoices so you don't have to. Import, categorize, and search your Twitter bookmarks with the power of GPT-4. Cool. All right. Yeah, that works. Cool. I mean, this seems super unstructured, man. Like he's going back and forth with so many different things, and without, with. Okay, so he's talking about without and with. I don't know that I necessarily want to follow a similar approach. Um, maybe you could. Maybe let's just go through this exercise. So, um, without um, endless stream of bookmarked tweets overwhelming, and then uncategorized. Yeah, and then I guess they would actually be categorized if you're a blue subscriber, which I was up until recently. But I don't think you can. That obviously doesn't apply retroactively. You'd have to manually select where it kind of fits. So not as good. Still a pretty manual process. Uncategorized, and then maybe we can look at the benefits to get ideas here. Can't export. Yeah, no export. No way to bulk export them. With categorized using GPT-4. Supports custom categories. Bulk export. Review anytime. Yeah, something like that. Cool. I think that works. All right.
To have like something popping everywhere. So just how it works.
Why do you usually write your headlines above like this?
Uh,
You make a promise? Do you say something like the simplest?
so it's more to remind businesses for SaaS and softwares. Algo differentiated because I'm trying to rank for advertising for SaaS. So it's a mix of reminder, like so people will be like, oh yeah, okay, this is really for me. But also to try to get some keywords for SEO. But it's just to bash, to repeat people. This is for software. This is for software. This is for software. So you'll be like, okay, this is for software. Like they will really put it there. But it's not necessary, I would say. Um,
Okay. What is the rest?
and it's also like because I think, and here we can have like a video of
Ah, yeah.
what you want to show in the video. So like that, you have the headline. And usually for the kind of video, I don't like you can have like a layout with on the one side you have a video, on the other side you have like the headline and some description. Just I think it's with API key, right?
Yeah.
Enter your API key and sorry, no, you can take it at your okay. Then so then you um, what can happen? Uh,
Yeah, so it's probably going to be three sections, right? So that's what he's describing here.
I don't know.
Three sections. So first off, for you, connect Twitter account, and then um, auto categorization using GPT-4, and then custom categories, which is effectively search, right? That's what it is. Cool. I think that covers it. Man, I have a standing desk, and my legs are giving in. I can't really spend an hour and a half standing. I can't continue standing. I'm gonna have to bring my desk down. So you're gonna see my face slowly slide in. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, let's see how it works. Section here. Yeah, so you need an explanation under each step. So connect your Twitter account. This is gonna be an image screenshot. So screenshot of the login process. Auto categorization using GPT-4. This could be a video showing processing, and then categories with tweets listed. And then custom category. This is going to be video too. And this will show adding new category and auto populate tweets, relevant tweets. Beautiful. I love it. This is so simple. Um, yeah, so it's going to be like this zigzag format, kind of similar to what we're describing here, right? So you're going to table, insert table, 2 by 2. Okay. So the first one is going to be a screenshot of login process. Will automatically import. Okay. Auto categorization. Use GPT-4 to automatically categorize. Okay. And this is going to show the video. And then lastly, we're going to show custom search. So here, I'm going to show add, remove any category to find the tweet you're most interested in. We automatically search through all and show you only the relevant tweets. Cool. Nice. All right. That covers it. What else we got? What's next? Pricing.
I think here you want to remove objections about the like, oh, like what do I get? Like, do I need to pay for each invoice or something? So one-time purchase or subscription, pay once, generate unlimited invoices. So I think this removes the biggest objections. Like it's a one-time purchase and I have unlimited invoices.
And then the Stripe accounts.
Yeah, and the Stripe accounts. I think we already have unlimited invoices here.
Oh yes, already. Oh yeah, exactly.
Um,
There's this I don't know. This I don't know how to
Yeah.
frame that, but you know the fact that all your invoices in Stripe become just one link, and then you send your link back to customers, you let them do their thing.
serve link. We can always come back to that later. We know we want to put it here to talk about that, but you know we can leave it as it is for now and come back to it later. So I'm just checking buttons. Yeah, I guess. Oh, so we have the FAQ. Wait.
Yeah, okay, so here.
So here, basically, usually you cannot really put too much question in the FAQ. So if you have a slight doubt, will people consider that? Just add it, and that way you're safe. Oh, someone asked, would you separate the pricing page from the landing page? So it really depends. Like if you have like a complex pricing page, I will show an example. Can you go to Talk Notes? I think there is a good example of that. So I have like a pricing section. It's like a really just basic thing. But if you go to talknotes.io.pricing, wait. Oh yeah, can you edit the address and remove the hashtag? Yeah, pricing. Then I actually have two plans, but I only promote one in my thing because I know most people will take the cheap plan. And the problem is usually people ask me first, and I give them the address. So I know the majority only take the cheap one, so I only promote this one on the landing page. So you can have both. If like it really depends on your audience. I know in my case most people have the plus one, but you might that's something I would need to test actually. But so far that works well for me, so I don't want to break what works. But you can have both. Just make sure your landing page is simple. You don't want to confuse people with price. You know, it's like credit system or some shit like that. Like, they will be like you just want like to make it as easy as possible to just click and get the answer. Basically.
Yeah. That's headline, price, anchor price. Oh, here, that's what you get. Yeah, this is important.
So what's the sort of
Okay,
turn
so
your?
what do you think, by the way, for a call to action button?
I mean, something really simple like get order today or get it tried today. I'm not a big fan of try it. People will expect to be able to try it immediately. So I feel you might get lots of people who are like, oh, I expected to try it. So get Zenvoice. I feel you should sell it as a software. Like, oh, this is a one-time purchase. So
Yeah.
get Zenvoice. I think that would work. Get Zenvoice today or order Zenvoice, something like that. If you do free trials, try it for free. Try today. Try Zenvoice. Like just adapt the word to the what you're selling. So you get Zenvoice. Are you going to run an offer for the pricing section?
Yeah, I think overall the price will be 99, and I think for the launch I'll leave it at 49.
Okay, so like that's a 50% discount, more than no, yeah, 50% discount basically.
Okay, I think like some access, as you said, it once. Unlimited Stripe accounts.
Hey, that's exactly my
I think
pricing.
then FAQ questions we don't have to, unless you want to, but I think we don't necessarily have to make the answer.
Yeah, we can do it like on the go. Yeah.
Is there any question that comes to your mind?
Does it work if I like? Let's see. Maybe change. Does it work only for Stripe? Does it work for Lemon Squeezy or whatever? Like I'm not sure. That could be a thing, and you can say no directly. Like, but
I was actually thinking. I think for me, like the idea was that it would be 49, and then I would drop it to 29, something like that. So it would actually be 49, and then you drop it to 29 one-time payment. Yeah.
or Lemon Squeezy or something. So the wording need to make it clear that you have to use Stripe. Is it secure? Yes. Let's see. Like, does it work for one-time purchase? Like if it was me back then, I would be looking for like, does it work if I don't have the invoices already? If I didn't enable invoices on Stripe?
Do you think maybe it's the same question? What would be the best way to phrase it?
Does it work? So do I have to use Twitter? Obviously. I mean, for FAQs, you could probably use ChatGPT, and it's not going to be that bad. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem using ChatGPT for generating FAQs. This would be a no-brainer, actually. So generate more FAQs for me. Can I create more? Oh, that's a beautiful question. How does auto-categorization work? Oh, okay. Can I use this tool on multiple Twitter accounts? How often can I upgrade my bookmark categories? Okay, cool. I think this is fantastic. Like, this is an excellent set of questions. Um, yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't have used
What do you mean?
ChatGPT for
Extract
this.
invoice.
Super simple.
Those two are kind of the same, no?
No, it's separate because like does it work for subscription? Like no, I think it's separate.
Okay.
And I would even add another one. Does it past actions? But yeah, I don't really see anything. I don't really see anything that coming to my mind right now.
Master sections. We'll
So
create a landing
I
page.
only see the YouTube questions, so I don't know if there are other.
Comments trying the product, and you can add their feedback on your landing page that shows that some people are actually using it and benefiting from it. I'm probably gonna have to extra little testimonial, Nico, if that works out for you.
Mm-hmm. No problem. That's something I wish I had 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. All right. I think that's a solid base for tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. I would still, run GPT to try to find some extra ideas.
Yeah.
Sleep on it. We'll probably get more ideas tomorrow, but at least that's a good start. We got the flow going. Like we start by showing people, okay, this is what it is about. This is, if you have this problem, this is for you. Keep reading. Then you show like, okay, this is what's going to be your life with and without this product. Then this is, how it works, the solution. Then this is how much it's going to cost you, and then you have extra objections to something
Yeah.
that can also work.
Okay. Okay. Well, maybe we can check if there's some people in the chat who cares about marketing, and I think we can wrap up this little copywriting session.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I think we got like an excellent set of. So, what's the CTA? I think that's the last section that I didn't actually include yet. So maybe we should do the CTA bit now. The CTA is just going to be unlock your bookmarks. Do the recent API changes affect this product? I guess that's probably a question on many people's mind. Whenever they see like a Twitter tool, there are a lot of Twitter tools that no longer work, and so addressing that, I think, is probably a good idea. Cool, cool, cool. This is awesome, guys. Unlock. Why is there a question mark? Unlock insights from your Twitter bookmarks, or it could just be, get Twitter bookmark, whatever. Yeah. I mean, Zen Voice is actually a pretty good name. I'm surprised. Is there a company? There must be like a company already using that. Zen Voice. Zen and Invoice. Yeah, there is. There is a company. I don't think they'd mind though. It's just a tiny thing, right? Cool, cool. All right, so we'll wrap up this landing page section here. So I think like we've got a basic design, so a wireframe. We've got the copy for the landing page. Haven't actually designed the landing page yet, but that's going to come next. And we've got a rough sort of wireframe for what the actual interface is going to look like. That's what we have here. Um, cool. So this is good. This is good. This is excellent. I don't think there's anything else that we would need. This this is it. Like the only next step is designing the actual landing page in Figma. The actual landing page that doesn't look like that, and got the copy finalized. So the rest of it would just be like implementing the application, fixing any bugs that we see. There's another feature since we're going to be introducing like the ability to add custom categories. We need to add that here. We need to maintain state somehow. Um, and like the question of making it uh, mobile friendly. I don't know how we're going to manage that, but I imagine like the categories when you switch to mobile, mean, the categories would need to show properly. We'd need maybe like a sliding drawer that just comes in. Format the tweets. I mean, right now it kind of looks like crap, right? They're overlapping somehow. Yeah, yeah. Needs some work. Needs quite a bit of work. Cool. Okay. All right. So quite a bit of work ahead of us, but this is a good starting point. Let's see if there are any questions in the chat. Nope, nobody's on. I don't think anyone tuned at any point during this live chat. It's totally fine. Because I tuned in. Alrighty then.